Daniel Defoe, Robinson Crusoe, Part 70. The second thing I fain would have had was a tobacco pipe, but it was impossible to me to make one. However, I found a contrivance for that, too. At last I employed myself in planting my second rows of stakes or piles, and in this wiki working all the summer or dry season, when another business took me up more time than it could be imagined I could spare. Chapter 8 Surveys his position. I mentioned before that I had a great mind to see the whole island, and that I had travelled up the brook and so on to where I built my bower, and where I had an opening quite to the sea, on the other side of the island. I now resolved to travel quite across the seashore on that side. So, taking my gun, a hatchet, and my dog, and a larger quantity of powder, and shot than usual with 2 biscuit cakes and a great bunch of raisins in my pouch for my store, I began my journey. When I had passed the whale where my bower stood as above, I came within view of the sea to the west, and it being a very clear day, I fairly descried land, whether an island or a continent I could not tell, but it lay very high, extending from the W to the WSW at a very great distance. By my guess, it could not be less than 15 or 20 leagues off. I could not tell what part of the world this might be, otherwise than that I knew it must be part of America, and as I concluded by all my observations, must be near the Spanish dominions, and perhaps was all inhabited by savages, where if I had landed I had been in a worse condition than I was now, and therefore I acquiesced in the dispositions of Providence, which I began now to own and to believe ordered everything for the best. I say I acquainted my mind with this, and left off afflicting myself with fruitless wishes of being there. Besides, after some thought upon this affair, I considered that if this land was the Spanish coast, I should certainly one time or other see some vessel pass or repass one way or other, but if not, then it was the savage coast between the Spanish country and Brazils, where are found the worst of savages, for they are cannibals or man-eaters, and fail not to murder and devour all the human bodies that fall into their hands. With these considerations, I walked very leisurely forward. I found that side of the island where I now was much pleasanter than mine, the open or savanna fields, sweet, adorned with flowers and grass, and full of very fine woods. I saw abundance of parrots, and fain I would have caught one if possible, to have kept it to be tame, and taught it to speak to me. I did, after some painstaking, catch a young parrot, for I knocked it down with a stick, and having recovered it, I brought it home.